I wanna be me, wanna be me, wanna be me. If I was you, I wanna be me, I wanna be me, wanna be me. Gonna take some. You don't have to worry about nothing. We got the fire, and we burning one hell of a something. They're gonna see us from outer space, light it up. Like we're the stars of the human race, human race. It's gonna be right now, it's just right now. Whoa, see me? Everybody's on the you get them up, we're gonna let it go.
All right. Hello, everyone. How are you guys feeling? Welcome, everyone, to the English Mastery Bootcamp. I'm Ayushi and welcome you through my heart. Before we begin or get into any serious stuff, just tell me one emotion that you're feeling right now in the chat box. Any emotion that you're feeling right now. Excited? I like that. Likewise, same pinch. What about others? What are you feeling? I see some very interesting names here. Swati, Parthasati, George. Happy. Nice. Great. Okay. Now quickly tell me, where are you from and what do you do? Like, I am from Bethel, Madhya Pradesh, and I'm an online coach. What are you? Where are you from? Keep the chat box going. And we are on time limit, so the bootcamp will be fast. Let me tell you that. I'm going to start countdown for comments now. Tamil Nadu English instructor. That's nice. Dhule, trader and coach. Whoa. Chennai working in IT. Nice. Yes, keep them going. Keep them going. Madurai, Tamil Nadu, working in IT. Wow, we have a widespread audience. All right, so let me quickly tell you how we're going to go and what is the context of this bootcamp. We are here with 4 speakers, each of them with a perfection in their niches. I'm going to start with fluency in English, that's my niche, but the others will cover workplace or communication, then vocabulary and presentation skills. So I'm very, very happy and grateful, first of all, for these amazing women to join up with me. And we are going to take turns and we will start with one thing at a time. Swati is doing internship after graduation, civil engineering. Wow, diving right in. That's cool. Okay, so without wasting any more time and any further ado, let me quickly tell you the ground rules. So I would really request you all to keep your videos on because it will be an interactive workshop and we're going to have a lot more fun if you are there and we can see you, your beautiful faces and your energies. So if possible, please turn your videos on. Quickly, quickly, quickly. Time is the most precious commodity in this universe, so let's not waste it. Quickly turn on your videos if you can. If you're traveling, that's okay, I understand. All right. Point number 2, take notes. It can be physical notes, it can be digital notes, but some ways or some points in the presentation, we will be going a little fast. So definitely take screenshots for your later preference. It will definitely help you. Be active and responsive, please, because the more you respond, the more fun this will be for you and us. And you will also get more value and you can dive deeper into the concepts. Ask questions at the end. We will have a separate Q&A for all 4 coaches. You can ask any question to anyone at the end. Please don't interrupt anyone in between. Okay, we clear with this? Then stay till the end to unlock free gifts. Everyone loves to have something that they can take. Okay, someone's traveling, can't turn video on. That's okay. Those who can, please do. And please stay till the end because 1, you are going to get values on multiple fields, especially for working professionals. And 2, you're going to unlock many free gifts from all 4 of us if you stay till the end. So these are my sweet, simple, easy ground rules for the coming speeches. So are you ready for this? If you're ready to start with your first and foremost one, tell me ready or tell me yes in the chat box. Are we ready to roll? Are we ready to dive in? Yes. Okay. Thank you. Parasati, Naveed, George. I love the diversity of names. I love it. Yes, yes, yes. Okay. So we are ready. Let's begin. Vinasri. Nice. That's a unique name. Okay. So before I begin, let me introduce myself a little bit. I'm Ayushi. I'm from Batul, Madhya Pradesh. I was a traditional teacher, now turned online coach. I'm the founder of the Elite Alliance, and I'm on a mission to help 1 million people achieve fluency in English and use it for career enhancement. I've taught hundreds of learners of different age groups, different difficulties. It's totally fun. Cleared a couple of competitive exams, participated in a couple of reality shows, and my philosophy is any language can be miraculous and it can bring you a lot of opportunities if you just indulge in it with right mindset, techniques, and mentorship. And that's exactly what I want to bring to you. Now, these are my mentors. Siddharth sir has turned me from a traditional teacher to online digital coach. Dr. Meghna Dikshit helps me clear out my limiting beliefs and act despite the fear. And Surendran sir, he just inspired me to serve as much as I can. So these are my three mentors for life. So now that I've seen them, I'm ready to begin. I will be taking fluency in English because you cannot use any skill unless you have the flow of the skill. So that's what I'm going to tell you in brief or in depth. You will find out. Let's begin. I'm going to start with the question, what do you think is the rank of India in reference to speakers of English in the world? We all know English, right? Most of us do. But what can be the percentage or the rank of India in the world? And again, for comments, I would be starting countdown because we have limited time and everyone should get their decided time. So please be quick with your answers. What can be the rank of India? Countdown begins. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5. Take a guess. Wild guess. 100. Okay. That's wild. Any other guess? Take a wild guess. 5, 4, 30, 65. Okay. Interesting. Okay. If I tell you it's under 20, what will you think? Quickly, quickly. We can't afford to waste time. 5, 4, 3, 12. Okay, Naveed says 12, Pathasati says 8. All right, you are gonna be surprised to know that actually we are on number 2. We are the second largest English speaking country. Can you believe that? And that also only with 10 to 11% of people speaking fluent English. Now, can you guess if we are on number 2, who's on number 1? The biggest question. You're ranked 2. Who came first? What do you think? Who came first? United States. Yes, Naveed and Sahil are correct. Number 1 is US, beating us with a lot of percentage. It's 95.81% of United States that speaks English, where we are only at 11.38 or supposedly 12. So if we raise this temperature to say 20 or 25, we are easily gonna cross US. How many of you would like that? Yes, we are number 1 in the world speaking English. That's my mission. And you also know that according to National Institutes of Mental Health, 75% of people have fear of public speaking, that is glossophobia, and they would rather die than speak in public. Can you believe that? But yes, I was one of them. Let's be honest here. So what's that one question that made you think maybe I should try this boot camp? That one key problem that made you think, okay, maybe there's some things that can be sorted through this boot camp. When you saw the poster, when you saw the ad, whatever, what came through your mind? What is that one thing that brought you here? Quickly. Do I need to count down again? 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. For spoken English, okay. Need to improve my skills, okay. What skills in particular? And I like this. The moment the countdown ends, there are comments and public speaking. Cool. Now that's a good answer. All right. Let me help you. I lack confidence while speaking in English. Biggest problem for, yes, and stage fear. Perfect. Now we are aligning. Oh, we have more. to improve my fluency. Excellent. Okay, what else can be there? My career growth is hindered because of my poor English skills. Biggest problem in India. Many people are good at what they do, but because of communication skills, they are lagging behind. I cannot find words while speaking in English. Another problem of translation. I can't translate from Hindi to English or from any other language to English. Tamil, Marathi, whatever it is. My vocabulary in English is very limited. When I put the poll in the group, vocabulary was the highest count that people need or want to improve. Now, what are the issues that need to be resolved to get there? I told you this is going to be fast-paced, so stay focused and just ask questions at the end, right? What can be the issues? Again, countdown. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2. What are your issues? What do you think that's making you stuck? If I say, I will say overthinking. I think a lot. What's yours? What's your problem? Fear? Yes, I agree with you. Selection of words, very nice. I don't understand what you mean by that. Lack of what? How to think in English. Awesome. Very good, Shashikant. That's pretty precise. Okay. So we can divide them into categories. Let's say mental blocks. All that you're saying that I can't think in English, I don't know how to select words, I'm fearful. These are actually your mental blocks. Maybe something happened in the past, any incident that made you think that I cannot be a public speaker. Like for example, I would say I'm an introvert, stood and stuck to my books till 12th standard. So I also had the fear that I cannot be a public speaker because I'm an introvert. That's a mental block. Actually, there's no such thing. You can and you will be fluent in English, you can improve your vocabulary, you can think in English, everything. It's just a mental block. That is first issue that needs to be resolved. Lack in vocabulary. Okay. That is actually, again, this second thing that needs to be resolved. It's actually lack of practice. If you practice vocabulary on a regular basis, there's no such thing as lack of vocabulary. Like we say in stand-up comedy, now if we knew 3-4 more words, I would have nailed the presentation. No, we just don't know how to use the pre-existing vocabulary. That's the point that we need to address. Then comes lack of confidence. Obviously, lack of practice leads to lack of confidence. If you have practiced enough, then nothing can scare you and you will have proper confidence. What can be any other issue? Insecurities and self-doubt. Again, through our experiences, we have been trained to think a certain way, because of which we think that this is not my cup of tea. I cannot do this. This is just beyond me. So mental blocks, insecurities, and self-doubts. These are the things that are actually neurological, that needs to be worked upon the mindset. And practice and confidence is a thing that needs to be worked on physically. How? What do you think we need to practice to speak in English fluently? What would it be? Chat box is up. I would like to see it buzzing. Read books, great, awesome. We have instructors too. I suppose they must have some tips and tricks up their sleeves. Quickly, I gotta give my colleagues time, my co-speakers proper time. Speak in public, awesome. 3 claps for Naveed, that's perfect. What else? Actually, these are the things that we need to cover. The first and foremost is listening. I've kept it intentionally on top because we all speak a lot, but we barely listen. And actually, a good listener will always be a good speaker, but we cannot say the other way around. Vice versa is not necessary. But if you're a good listener, you will definitely be a good speaker because you know what to say, and when not to say, more importantly. We have to practice speaking. Like George said, reading, writing, grammar, voice modulation if you are into public speaking, particularly vocabulary, and then practice through conversation. But there are some exemptions in these skills that you can let go if you are particularly looking for fluency in workplace. This is for overall fluency in general, for any language for that matter. Did we have more? Communication, Muhammad Ayub Khan says, Yes. But what is communication? This communication basically is the combination of LSRW: listening, speaking, reading, writing. That is communication. So these are the skills that we need to focus on. If you want to take a screenshot, this would be the time. All right. What are the 6 pillars of building influence at your workplace? And workplace can be anything. You can be a musician, you can be an actor, you can be a doctor, you can be a teacher, you can be a corporate professional. Any workplace, 6 pillars are there that needs to be taken care of to bring out influence. Like there are many doctors, there are many teachers, but for everyone there will be that, no, I trust this doctor. This teacher is very good. Whatever she or he says, that goes. So quickly, do I need to start the countdown again? It sounds like a bomb timer. Just keep it buzzing, the chat box. What can be 6 pillars of building influence at your workplace? 1, Ayub Khan has already answered, that's communication, because of which we all are here. What else can be there? Motivation, awesome. Naveed, I'm very impressed with your answers. Thank you. Also a reminder to keep your videos on, that will help you more. Okay, so these are the 6 pillars of excellent workplace influence. Number 1 is communication, time management, problem solving, flexibility, teamwork, and positive attitude. But we already know this. The point to be noted, my lord, here is that number 1 is communication. If we can master the first skill, the rest of them will follow. Now, again, how? This is a technique that international professors or public speakers use. It's called 5W2H. What's 5W? Clarify. Before doing any work, you need to have a proper clarity that this is my task, this is how I'm going to do it, this is when I have to do it, and this is where I have to be. Ask more questions regarding this slot. Why do I have to complete this presentation? How do I have to behave in front of clients? When do I have to be in the office? Where are we conducting the seminar? Who all are invited as chief guests? What exactly needs to be done? How much should we invest? These are the questions that give you exact, precise answers. So first is clarification. Then you get the key points, like what can be skipped, what can be not. Then ask questions and confirm with whoever is ahead of you. Take notes, of course, and formalize. Anything that we say in a formal environment should have a proper way of speaking it. Like people say, it's not important what you say, it's more important how you say it. And I have made a lot of these mistakes when I was working back then. So yes, definitely formalize personal experience. Now, like I said, that you can skip some of the skills that I told you earlier. This is what you can focus on if you're focusing only workplace communication. So expand your vocabulary, improve your pronunciation, preferably learn some accents that you have the clients of or potential clients are into. For example, if you have Australian or American or French clients, then focus towards those accents a little more. Learn the natural flow of English, which means, yes, speaking or interacting or listening to native speakers. Self-talk, what is self-talk? Again, I cannot do presentation, I'm not good at it, I fumble around. This is all negative self-talk. Again, a point related to mindset. You have to change that. You have to have a positive self-talk attitude. I'm good enough, I can do this, I have done a plenty of work, I have the experience that's needed, I was qualified for the job, that's why I am here. Positive self-talk. And then participating in public speaking events, like one of you already said. So these are the things that you can do. Now, some tips and tricks to use. Use models to sound more polite in your formal conversations, like may, would, could. What is your name? Sounds rude or curt. May I have you with your name, please? Sounds better, right? Would you pass me the pen? Give me the pen. Which one sounds better? Would you please pass me the pen? Could you please take the presentation on my behalf? Might you be able to stay for long today? Even if you're a person of position, then also the polite way to use models in your sentences, even if it's orders, would help you a lot. What is, key mistake? verbosity, or being verbose, using more words than needed, right? I have been guilty of this as well. Using more words than needed can leave the point behind. In fact, I did this mistake very recently in one of my projects. So what can be the correction? Be concise. There are many ways we can say a same thing. All things being equal, what I'm trying to say is that my opinion, all people should, for all intents and purposes, have the right to be free. No one understands the thing. If we are concise, we can get straight to the point. Everyone should have the right to free speech. So make your sentences concise so that they are to the point. So number one, use models for polite conversation. Number two, be concise. And number three, use positive body language. And this works for everything, not just workplace communication, but life in general. Like if you're crossing your arms, you automatically, this also was me, by the way, a couple of years ago. Crossing your arms, you're rude, especially when you're speaking to public. Keep your hands open and wide. Why? Because it makes you seem approachable and it conveys a positive message. Another trick, keep your hands on your heart. If you see Tony Robbins, he does that a lot, or any motivational speaker would do this if you just pay attention to them. Hands closed means what? That you're either nervous or you're holding yourself back. So even if you're trying to close your hands, keep it in a this is, I know it's something a mudra it's called, but this is professionally, it has with the pressure points, it automatically improves your confidence. So this is one thing that can be done. Stress relief. Yes, perfect. So number three is positive body language, especially while speaking in a workplace environment or public speaking. One more thing to keep note of is the distance that we keep. Don't be too far and don't be too close. That also creates a lot of difference. Specifically, if it's an opposite gender, create a specific distance, and also don't crowd anyone. If we are crowding anyone, that also sends a negative message. These are the quick tips that you can use. Now, would anybody want to introduce themselves? How do you introduce? And I'm bang on time. Nice. I like it. I hope I wasn't too fast because I sometimes am. Now, is there anyone who would like to introduce themselves? Anyone? I just want to see how do you introduce yourself in general. Anyone? We have quite a few participants here. Anyone who wants, you can just raise your hand and I will unmute you. Would anyone want to try? I told you the ground rules in the beginning. The more interactive you are, the more fun this will be. No? Okay. Being shy, I'll give you a better option. Okay, so this is the format on how we should normally introduce ourselves. That will be more impactful than how we do it in general. First, start with your name, obviously, then your location. But in location, you can try 3 transitions: birth, switch, and current. For example, hello, I'm Ayushi Jain. I was born and brought up in Batul, Madhya Pradesh. Then I switched to Pune, Maharashtra for my career pursuits. And now currently I'm living in Bangalore to establish a proper business. Okay, so you can divide it into 3 ways. So the person who is interacting with you for the first time, he knows or she knows exactly where are you from, what have you done, and why are you here now. Then talk about your interests and passions, but they will be different for formal and informal environment. If you're in a wedding or something, then you will talk about your dancing, singing skills. If you're in a formal environment, then you will tell your experience, your educational qualification, and your skills. Then comes your education and experience. And this does not limit to just professional experience. This can be the experiences you have had, the places you have traveled to, the workshops you have attended, the people or the leaders that you have met. Like one of the students in my class has met APJ Abdul Kalam. So that is a strong point in her introduction. Okay, so this is the template that we are going to follow. Now, I hope that you will open up and interact a little in the breakout rooms. I will not give or take a lot of your time. I'm just going to give you 2 to 3 minutes for this. So I'm going to send you in the breakout rooms. Just try this format. Take a screenshot if you haven't. Now. And then you can just introduce yourself, try it out. If you see any difference from what you normally do. Are we ready for this? And I will give you hardly 2 to 3 minutes to just try this out, and then we can move ahead. Okay? All right. Okay, so rooms are open. You can just join in. And I've put at least 5 participants in each room so that you can have someone to interact with. And you can try these introductory steps. Follow the format, join in, have fun. And I'll see you on the other side. Quickly. Anita and Shashikant, I would suggest you to join your respective breakout rooms. If you're not ready to converse, you can just stay and listen. George and Basit as well. Chandan too. How many of you did you actually interacted? Anyone who interacted and had some insight? Like, yes, there is a difference in how we normally introduce ourselves and how we actually can. Did anyone? Yes. Okay. So who are there? You can unmute and share if you want to. What difference did you see? Or you can type it in the chat box. Who all were there with Mohammad Ayub Khan? I told you this is going to be more fun if you are more interactive and responsive. So congratulations to everyone who tried. And now let me get to the point. These are some of the results that I've made in the community. And people are very kind to say a lot of things. And you will also get some insights on what to do and what not to do in these. Now, let me ask you a serious question. Are you ready to take your fluency to the next level? Or are you okay with dealing with all the insecurities that you already have? Okay, so I interacted with Kanan. Okay. Interaction is always very fun. That has been the experience, whether you're on this side of the breakout room or the other side. Now, quickly, within a countdown of 5 to 1, are you ready to take your fluency to next level? Give me a yes and we can move forward. Because, yes, ma'am, yes, 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 yes. Okay, now that is the buzzing I like. Okay. Now, which level of proficiency in English do you want to have? First, do you even know about the proficiency in English? There are 6 proficiency levels from A1, A2, B1, B2, C1, C2. C2 is the most advanced level and A1 is the beginner. And from what I have experienced, working professionals lie somewhere around B1, B2. And the target fluency level is C1 and C2, which is of the native speakers. Like they can write fluently, they can interact, they can talk to anyone in the world in English with a proper accent. So what do you think is your level? A1, A2, B1, B2, C1, C2? Or which level would you want to be? If you are an achiever or you are a creator mindset person, then you would straight say for C2. Okay. Yes. Okay. So currently, yeah, B1 is your level. C1 is where you want to reach. Awesome. We have some clarity now. Now that we know exactly where we want to reach, is this your should or is this your must? Because if you want to reach somewhere, you definitely have to take some action, right? A2 to C2. I love the dedication. Congrats, Patsarthi. R. Now I'm curious what R stands for. Sorry. Okay. So is this your should or is this your must? Because if this is your must, then only you will take proper action that is required to take you from whatever level of fluency you are to where you want to be. That is C1 or C2. So one word, should or must. Because if it's a should wake up in the morning, should have a proper diet, should sleep on time, should not use mobile too much, should never work out. If this is a must, only then will it work. So tell me, if it's a must, write must in the chat box quickly. Must, yes. And this is an oath, all right? I'm going to hold you to it. Because if this is your must, then you're bound to take action and you have to, not should. You must. Must. Winnie says must. George, must. Okay. So are you ready to invest your time and money to reach your goal? Now you know exactly which fluency level you want to reach. You know that you have to take action to get there. How will you do it? Are you ready to invest your time and money? Shivam, Naveed, Vineet, George, Muhammad Ayub. There are so many people who are ready to take action. Yes? Awesome. Then this is your chance. Because I already told you that there are certain areas that you need to improve to attain fluency. And this is how you're going to do it. These are the 6 challenges that you can enroll into. The original price is 3,999. But because you're here, you are going to get it at 999 only. So one thing you can do is either you can scan the QR code or I'm pasting the payment link right here in the chat box. So you can use that as well. Just a second. Oh, I like the gallery view. I didn't see it earlier. This is beautiful. Can someone please take a screenshot? Okay. Lovely. So I'm gonna have a question to you. What do you buy in 999? The last thing that you bought that's worth almost the same price. What is it? What was the last thing that you bought for 999? Yes, the chat box is open for you. What's the last thing that you bought for 999? Earbuds. Interesting. What else? What else? What else? Hey, there are quite shoes, Python notes, clothes, Excel course, right? Awesome. So I offer you a very simpler thing, something that can potentially get you fluency. It's to invest in yourself at just 999. And to mind you, these are separate courses. These are 7-day challenges, but you will get community access for as long as you want to stay in the group, but originally lifetime. So gonna get community support. You will get practice sheets, habit tracker, AI tool suggestions, audio video resources specific to whatever challenge you choose to have. Doubt sessions, PDFs, quizzes, worksheets, and access to premium Facebook and WhatsApp community where you can interact and practice with people who have a similar mindset as you, who are on the same journey as you. So this is your chance and this is your choice. You can go for public speaking challenge if you're particularly focusing on becoming a public speaker, specifically in English, because there are many people who are good public speakers in their own language, but with English, it's a different case. If you want to improve pronunciation, you can take the 7 days pronunciation challenge, then vocabulary challenge, grammar challenge, listening skills challenge, which many people don't know the importance of, but they can turn around the entire fluency game. And the brand new 7 days workplace communication challenge, where you can learn exactly how and what you need to do to have an excellent workplace communication. So you can scan the code, or you can, oh, I forgot to paste the link in the chat box. Just give me a second. So either you can scan the code, or this is the link to the Google form. You can just click on the link. You can select your challenge. You can make the payment, upload the screenshot, and you're in. Otherwise, you can just pay using the QR code or to this number, and my team will get in touch with you as soon as the bootcamp ends. Okay, so I'm gonna give you a timer of, say, I cannot take much time. I would say 6 minutes. Let's go. There you have the timer of 6 minutes. If this is your must and you're ready to take action, then go for it. Scan the QR code or click on the link that's in the chat box, and you're in to any 7-day challenge that you want. Also, whatever challenges that I'm conducting on a daily basis for free. There's speaking challenge, there's speed reading, there is vocabulary, this, that, a lot of things. You can have that for free. There are 3 days challenges, there are boot camps, there are workshops. All of those will be provided to you for free because you will be in the community. So you can choose your challenge. Like in the poll, many people wanted to work on grammar, vocabulary, and public speaking. And there were many for workplace communication as well. So choose whatever it is that you want to improve, whatever it is that you want to excel in, and take that challenge. And 7-day journey doesn't end there. You will also get the recordings of all the sessions, whatever challenge you have chosen. So you can have it for lifetime. You can rewatch your 7-day challenge as many times as you want. Yes, 999 for each challenge. Like for one challenge, it's 999. 999 for public speaking, 999 for pronunciation. If you want to take more than one, DM me, or you can just go ahead and take 2 challenges at one time as well. You can take it twice. The timer is running out. Take your pick. You can start with one challenge and then take another when the one ends. You can do that too. If you want to take multiple, you can do that too. Whatever rocks your boat. This is for you. What's your need? What's your must? Focus on that. I've pasted the link in the chat box to make the payment, or you can directly make the payment to this number, 79877 69554. So you have 3 options. You can scan the QR code, click on the link in your chat box, or pay to this number. And you're in with whatever challenge you want. And also, as soon as the bootcamp ends, this price will go up to 3,999 again. So better make a worthy choice. And like you already said, we buy shoes, notes, clothes, we buy dinner to our partners worth way more than this in one go. So why not try invest in something that can actually help you and probably give you a transformation that can enhance your career as well. So take your pick. These are separate courses, all for 999. Each and every 7-day challenge is worth 999. Actually, it's worth 3,999, but I'm giving you because you're here. I'm giving you time and attention. So it's for 999 only, along with all the facilities that you will get. Live support, practice sheets, doubt sessions, and doubt sessions are literally uncountable. So are the quizzes, PDFs, worksheets. They itself are worth more than 7,000 something. The resources that you're gonna get. So like I said, we order more from Domino's. I ordered more from Domino's for my birthday, more than 999, just for 6, 7 friends. And we all do that. So why not try and invest in something that can actually make a difference in our daily life, in our skills, and maybe upgrade ourselves to a better version. And you did say this is your must, so you must take some action. If you're done, then also write done in the chat box so I can connect with you later easily. You can write done personally. Okay, there's a done here. Thank you so much. So last 1.5 minutes is left. You can make the payment. You can write done in the chat box and you're in the Elite Alliance, the top 4% of the speakers. These are the bonuses along with the free courses and workshops that I'm gonna do. Sal says, super excited to learn and grow. Thank you so much. I appreciate it. Okay, and we are down to our countdown. So I'm gonna make our next speaker ready. That is SHARNITA. Let me just spotlight her. And 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Okay, and our time is up. I'm going to switch and stop the share. Our next speaker here is SHARNITA. So I'm going to leave her to the spotlight and let her begin. Thank you so much for your time and attention. May you have a limitless life and achieve everything you ever desired. Thank you so much for your attention and time. Loved it.
Yeah. Hi, guys. Good evening, everyone. First of all, Ayushi, you did a great job. I personally learned a lot from you. I'm sure so many of you here, you guys would have learned so much today. So, and I guess like you can reach her on Instagram and LinkedIn. Like if you have any doubts or anything, you can just ping her. So she'd be really helpful. And yeah. So talking about today, I'm really excited and delighted to be here in front of you all. I guess this is such a huge opportunity or huge. I feel that this is a huge achievement where I am today. So the thing is, like, let's start by talking about a weekend. So how is your weekend, guys? Like, how is it going? I just want you guys to just respond in the chat. How is it going? Oh, good. Nice. Super awesome. Oh, it's cool, ma'am. Okay, so you can call me Sharnita. It's not that like you can call you can just address me by just saying ma'am. Oh, nice. It's cool, awesome. I hope like I guess so many are enjoying your weekend. I'm really happy to see this. Okay, so yeah, first of all, as you can see the PPT, as the PPT suggests, like this, the topic I'm going to be taking up is communication at workplace. I'm sure like most of you are working professionals here. and you guys know what is the importance of communication at workplace. So yeah, let me start by introducing myself to you first. So yeah, yes, I did study in an English medium since childhood, but most of my classmates and teachers, they weren't keen on teaching me how to speak English or how to speak confidently in English, to be honest. My college is where I started learning. I started shining, to be honest. I opted for an English literature degree from the American College of Madurai. It's a 142-year-old institution known for its English department. I started speaking out because I had to in class and in seminars, but I also started exploring entrepreneurship, to be honest. I'm sure like you all would have explored by now, be it an Instagram store and, starting a website or something of that sort. So just like that, I just wanted to explore entrepreneurship, just like many of you guys. So I owned and operated a couple of online stores selling cosmetics, fashion accessories, etc. And in 2018, I started an online boutique called Vastiram Couture, and I bootstrapped it for 3 years until I shut this shop to concentrate on teaching full time. Because like you have to do something just for the sake of the degree, but still other than that, like I have this really cool and I really have this passion for teaching. So that is the only thing that has driven me here, like where I'm right now. So that is about it. Like passion is something that you should definitely go for it, right? So yeah, that is it. And also I'm really proud to say I'm a third generation English teacher. I've tutored kids from US and other Western countries. I've helped kids and adults from all over the world, mostly Indians and Sri Lankan immigrants, to speak in English confidently. And most importantly, I'm continuously helping people reach their full potential at their workplace. So that's my go-to thingy, to be honest. So I guess like I've covered almost everything about me and my passion for teaching. So guys, like I'm sure like you would have a little passion, no? Like of course, like someone would be working on your passion right now, or someone would be, like you guys have a passion, but like you don't have the exact opportunity to work on it. So guys, tell me in the chat box, like what are your passion? What are you really passionate towards? Yes. And I just see a lot of familiar names here. I'm finally excited that I can just meet you guys in person. So yes, just keep it going. Tell me about your passion, no, like be it music or cooking. Some people are really passionate about cooking, so which is more like a life skill that everyone should definitely learn, right? So yes, guys, like what are your passions? Nothing of that sort, really. Oh, watching IT news. Oh, that's interesting. That's a peculiar passion. Teaching. Oh, nice. High five, Vineet Manoj. Become a good speaker. Oh, that's like so nice. That's very nice. You're very focused on it. PR is another unique thing. Awesome, awesome. That's really nice to get to know you guys. And yeah, that is about the passion. And okay, now let's get into a little interesting stuff, shall we? So, yes, talking about the types of communication. So, when it comes to communication at workplace, there are these three major types of communication that we should really look into, right? So, the first type is verbal communication. The next one is written communication and non-verbal communication. So, I guess, yeah, let's hear it from you. So what do you think? Like, what are the aspects that would cover verbal communication at workplace, guys? So what do you really do? Like, what does verbal communication really have to do with a workplace? Yeah, tell me in the comments. I mean, the chat box, be it meeting or anything, like something that you have been doing in your in a daily basis. Verbal communication at workplace. Yeah, of course, that is verbal communication. But like, what is it? Like, how do you communicate verbally? Like, what are the opportunities that's been provided to you to communicate verbally at workplace? As I gave you an example, there is meetings, no? You have meetings. Mostly in Hindi. Okay, cool. But though, like, although you have the opportunity to speak in Hindi, like you're just taking up the interest and you want to learn English and become very confident. That's something so nice about you, Shivam. Very good. Thank you so much for joining in. Yes, like I guess you guys didn't get my question. So it's just that like I'm asking, what are the verbal communication? What are the aspects of verbal communication that you have the opportunity to explore in your daily life? As I told you, meetings, anything else? You attend virtual meetings, the physical meetings. What else? Okay, I'm not seeing any replies here. Do you guys speak in English at workplace? Really? Explaining the project, that's a very good thing. That's something very nice, and that's really important while explaining a project, like communicating in English. No, like sometimes we face some struggle daily routine work. So can you be more specific, Mohammed? What do you mean by daily routine work? Having mock test? Oh, cool. Like you have mock test at your office? Good. Coding practices. Okay. Taking classes for multilingual students. Okay. Here is another teacher speaking. So yes, that's something challenging to take classes for multilingual students unless like when you're fresher especially. So very good. Thank you so much for sharing, guys. Okay. So yes, like as you can see, like there are these three types of communication I've been talking about. So let's cover it one by one. So the first thing, as we saw, is the verbal communication. So under verbal communication, if we can see here, like you have meetings, presentations, collaborations, client and customer interactions, conflict resolutions. Okay, I would be really happy, and I appreciate you to take a note and pen with you and note these things down. So I'm going to be elaborating on these stuff. So make sure you're just taking notes on these. And yeah, that is about the verbal communication. So yeah, when it comes to verbal communication, when it comes, let's start exploring meeting first of all. So picture this: workplace meetings are like the talk show of the office. People gather around, spill the beans on updates, chill about games, chat about games and chill a bit. Even if you have free time, if you're playing Uno in your office, like you just have to. Sometimes, like because of the cultural stuff and all, you have to speak in English at times, right? Throw around cool ideas and basically make important choices by talking it out. And to be a meeting superstar, just remember these three things. So please make a note of it. These three things, they are just going to be the essential things, that is speak clearly, listen up, and keep your words short and snappy. That is short and concise. Okay, these are something that's really important. Like no matter how you speak, I mean, what you speak, the way you speak, that's something that really matters. You have to speak clearly, pronounce each and every word clearly, and listen up. Like just listen what the other person is talking to. So then, like if you're just giving the reply, it would become very irrelevant, right? So listening is another basic skill everyone should have. And the next thing is keeping your words short and concise. So you cannot keep elaborating, like as Shivam said, talking about a project, right? Elaborating on project and stuff. So if you're just trying to talk about or explain about a project, if you keep elaborating your story, and sometimes like while you're elaborating, what happens, like you might switch topics. Okay, so that happens. So make sure you're just keeping it short and concise when it comes to formal conversations. So that is about meetings. And the next thing is presentations. Presentations are your chance to tell a bunch of people stuff that we need to know. But here's the deal: you got to be a top-notch speaker to keep everyone interested. Make your point crystal clear and tackle all the questions in chat that comes your way. So it might sound complicated, but I'm sure our trainer Amrita Kanan, she's going to make it super easy for you guys. So just stay tuned for that. So the next thing is collaboration. So guys, like, what do you mean by collaboration, really? So any idea what is collaboration? Okay, I got. Sorry, I missed your answer, Mohammed. Communication with subordinates. Yeah, that's another thing. That's a tricky thing to work on. Yeah, what do you mean by collaboration exactly? How do you collaborate in workplace? Any idea? tie up with someone, tie up like teaming up with someone. Okay, to be precise, teaming up is the key. Group discussion, good. Yeah, very good. Group discussion, conclusions. Okay, cool, cool, cool. I'm just loving your answers. So yes, as I was saying, organizing works. Okay, so it's all a part of this teamwork. So that is the thing I wanted to talk about now. So collaboration, teamwork is all about chatting it up. Okay, chatting it up with your partners, with your colleagues. When you work together, we talk to. We talk to plan tasks, pass around jobs, and keep everyone posted on how things are going. Right, being a smooth talker, like a superhero skill. Okay, so it stops mix-ups and make sure you're all on the same page. So I guess teamwork just rocks. So that is about collaboration. And the next thing is client and customer interaction. So at work, we talk with clients, customers, and partners a lot. We are like the friendly hotline for answering questions, helping out, and figuring out business stuff together. Talking is of your talking has to be a secret weapon for nailing those deals. So that is about client and customer interaction. And the next thing, that's the final thing, is conflict resolution. So conflict resolution, this is kind of tricky because sometimes you might get into some kind of fight or conflict, like just because of your misuse of words. If you are not able to convey stuff properly, all these things happen. When things get a bit messy, talking it out is a go-to move. We share our views, clear up the fuzz. Uh, because like we have made the fuzz already, let's try to clear up the fuzz. So clearing up the fuzzy bits and and work out on the solution. It's like the chat that saves the day, to be honest. So yeah, that is about conflict resolution. So these are the 5 things that we can work on. Verbal communication, and the next thing is written communication. Written communication, as we all know, emails, reports, proposals, presentation and slides, instant messaging, all these things. Like I guess you would have heard a lot about this, like while you're working. Maybe I'm sorry that I'm dragging all these things on weekends as well. So yes, like just tell me, guys, like what's something really tricky for you? Like, is it email? Is it preparing your reports, proposals, presentation and slides, instant messaging? Which one? Which part do you find it challenging, guys? Just let me know in the chat. Okay. Okay, that's great. Someone's taking. Okay, fine. Okay, Mohammed, we'll wait for you. Okay, yes, tell me, guys. So, which one do you find challenging? Like, is it the reports, presentation, and slides? Okay, yes, yeah, of course. Like, it can be a bit challenging because, like, you'll have to work on the slides. You'll have to think of what to write. Like, you have to work on it, and you have to also keep people engaging. It has to be interactive and all those stuff. Like, it's a kind of challenging, but like with the right practice, you'll get used to it. To be honest, yeah, that's the thing. Like, the practice, like as Ayushi was saying, practice, practice, and practice. Like if you just practicing, and of course, like you can nail anything and everything. So just keep practicing, Shivam. So that is about, yeah. That's I'm happy that, like, what about you, others? Like, do you guys like, because in the initial stage, like I was finding it really difficult to write a proper formal email. That's kind of challenging for me. What about you guys? Like, you're really good at emailing, seriously? Because now, like, I've gotten better at it, but in the initial stage, it was really hard for me. So, what about you guys? Are you really good at emails? Are you really good at preparing reports? Yeah. Oh, proposals and reports. Yes, that's another tricky thing because when it comes to proposals, like you're just doing it to, convince someone, to present your ideas properly. It has to be very clear. It has to be crystal clear, and you have to convince the other person. Yeah, that's like it's a lot, to be honest. Not bad in English. Oh, okay, good for you, Shivam. Awesome. So yes, that is about written communication. So when it comes to written communication, yeah. So when it comes to written communication, like take it reports or proposals or presentation, everything is kind of tricky because writing is something that it takes a lot of time for you to get used to it because like it can be definitely nailed through reading. So the reading is here. Like I would always love to promote reading. Reading is something that it's like a superhero, to be honest. So once you start reading, once you start reading a lot of books, I personally love to read a lot of self-help books. Like it's definitely, it gives me a lot of positive vibes. Of course, I can learn a lot from those books. So just pick books that's some definitely gonna help you in one way or the other. So that is the thing. So yeah, like when it comes to reports, think of them as a info dumper. Don't think like it's very technical and all. Just think like you're just going to dump all the information. These reports, they spill all the bean on the topic, projects, or whatever we are diving into. So you'll find everything from research to money to talk about in these particular reports. So these are nothing but reports are nothing to attract the attention of others. Like you're just going to inform. So you're just going to keep it formal. Make sure you're not using any informal words other than that. Like, reports are simple. Okay. So yeah, the next one is proposal. Proposals are the big, let's do this kind of speech. Like you have to stay motivated. You have to keep people motivated. You have to spread all these positive words and positive vibes around. So proposals can be a little tricky, but with the right mentality, you'll have to prepare yourself mentally rather than doing a lot of practice. So we write the proposals when you've got cool ideas. Just whenever some cool ideas strike, just write the proposal explaining why these questions are something that really matters. Like, why are you writing it? How are you writing it? And what? So these three questions you should definitely keep in mind while you're writing a proposal. So then I'm sure like you can achieve better. And then comes the presentation. So they are like a visual sidekicks for our talk. So as Shivam was saying, presentation, like they're like, I'm sorry, Shivam, I've been tagging you a lot in the conversation. Like your name seems familiar. So yeah, think fancy slides with the good stuff, key points, pics and numbers. So I'm sure like Amrita is going to explain a lot about presentation. You can definitely hear it from her. And the next thing is instant messaging. Instant messaging, like we are all prone to instant messaging, be it WhatsApp, Snapchat, or Instagram, whatever it is. So that's like a quick chat with your work buddies. It's for a speedy question or update. So just shooting the breeze, like if you want to pass over your work to the colleague, you can definitely do it just by this instant messaging. If you're not able to convey the message properly through messaging, no, then things can get messed up. So, like, yeah, are you guys good at messaging? Like, what are the platforms you use for instant messaging, to be honest? Yeah. So, what are the platforms you usually use for instant messaging, guys? At workplace, I'm talking about. Yeah. So, I guess Twitter. Oh, like you're talking about something. Okay. Twitter, WhatsApp. Okay. So yes, like it's really important. Wait, Twitter, WhatsApp, Teams. Yeah, like Teams is something that would be busting throughout the weekdays. So yeah, like be it any kind of even a sentence or a phrase, like it has to be proper. Like the sentence structure should be proper. So only if the sentence structure is proper and only if you're using prepositions and everything in the right place, then you can definitely convey the messages properly. So for that, like you should definitely read a lot. You should explore. Maybe you can also watch a lot of YouTube videos on speakers. You know how the speakers deliver the messages properly and promptly. All the stuff you can do it. So that is about instant messages and non-verbal. So talking about non-verbal communication, you have body language, facial expressions, eye contact, tone of voice, appearance, and appearance interest, to be precise. So that is about body language. So now you tell me, guys, like which one do you think? Like some people find it really difficult to adapt the body language. Some people are not so good at smiling, so they have a very straight face. And if you're just having a straight face like this, and like if you're sitting in an interview and answering the questions, like it's definitely gonna be difficult for you, right? So having the right body language is something that's really, really important. So body language is more like a silent killer, guys. So the nods or the way you stand, the posture, and all the jazz, no, like a strong handshake. Just take a strong handshake as an example. So it shows how confident you are. And like if you're slouching like this while you're sitting in a virtual meeting, if you're like slouching and all, so it's not going to be like, it's going to give a perspective that no, I'm not interested kind of vibes, right? So body language matters a lot. So people say, I speak louder than words, right? So that is the thing. That is the game here. Faces, they are like a what do you say? Emoji translators, like happy, surprise, all this. For everything, we have a face. So we just show the emotions instantly, and that is how we stay. That is how we communicate basically. Eye contact is like saying, "I'm listening." Yes, I'm listening. But don't go overboard by saying just staring at someone like that. It might get misinterpreted. So just keep it cool, keep it chill, just nod a bit. So it would be much better like if I was able to see all your faces so that I can teach body language a little more for you guys. So okay, that's fine. But just make sure you're just keeping it chill. It's not that body language can be incorporated in your communication, but it's not that you have to force something. Some people they won't be so good at having a lot of facial expressions. They have a straight face, but people like that they can try smiling a bit. Okay, so just smiling a bit while nodding, that's fine. Then if you're just trying to incorporate all the facial expressions, it might get a little awkward. So don't try to do that. So that is about facial expressions and body language. And talking about appearance and dresses, so this is something that I love to talk about because when it comes to this, like you have a lot of options. Let me talk about the best colors to wear when you're going to an interview or preparing for a presentation. You have navy blue. Navy blue is something that you can stick to. Navy blue is like a classic color that shows authority and confidence, and then you can stick with black. Black. Please make sure you're just noting these things, guys. Black is another thing. No matter what your industry is, everyone needs a standard black outfit in their closet. Okay, so it's professional, sophisticated, and a safe choice for any interviews, especially in conservative industries, right? So the next thing is gray. So you can wear gray is again a conservative color that shows trustworthiness and reliability. Oops, like this happens. Just ignore that. Reliability. Okay. So all these things, these colors, these can be a go-to colors. And then brown. Brown is again like it exudes the warmth and stability, making it a solid color for interviews. Like you can just mark it as a go-to color, guys. It gives you that confidence and professionalism. Like it's kind of nice to wear colors like this. But like you also have colors that you should avoid. That is red. Red is a color that you have to be very aware about because like of course like it can make a statement, but it can be some very flashy at times. Okay, so make sure you're not if you're preparing for an interview or something, just make sure you're noting this down. So please do not wear red to an interview. And the next thing is orange. Orange is also a little flashy, and it's more like attention seeking when you go to interviews. And then yellow. Okay, yellow is bright, cheerful, and all, but in interviews, it's not going to work. Okay, so that's yellow. And green. Green can be seen as too casual or relaxed. So that is about, these are the colors you should not wear. That is, I'll repeat again, red, orange, yellow, green. Yeah, these are the 4 colors you should not wear. And brown, gray, black, and navy blue are the colors you should wear. You can wear. Okay. So yes, like guys, tell me like what are the colors you would like to wear like when it comes to an interview? Like what are your go-to colors? Because some people they tend to stick to pastels nowadays. Some pastels are really good. They give us this positive vibes and all. So yeah, what about you guys? Like what are the colors that you like to stick to? Gray sky blue. Yes, yes, sky blue also works good. Like it's so pleasant to the eyes and it like it's very professional, right? So very good, interesting choice. White and black. Yeah, white can be good. White can be good. Like if you're a person who's not making your white shirt messy, then that's fine. Most of all, your clothes should be wrinkle free. Okay, and it should be neat and very neatly ironed. Be it any color, like of course, like it would be much better if you stick with these colors, but still make sure like the clothes are tidy. So that is about it. And black plain clothes. Yeah, of course. Like black is the classy color, as I told you. Good, good, nice. So like, if you have any other doubts or any other doubts about what you can wear or what can you do in an interview, please make sure you're just checking me out. I mean, I'll post my Instagram ID and LinkedIn ID on the screen so that you can just text me if you guys have any doubts at all. So that is about the colors. Okay, so the next thing is that like you have to when it comes like let's move on to the problems you face while you're communicating. So that is something that's really important. That's something that you should definitely cover. So common problems of people while communicating. The first thing, so I've just jotted down these points based on what I've seen. No, most of my students come across problems like these. Okay, that is stammering while talking to their managers, failing to effectively express one's thoughts, and fear of being judged, usage of slang words and informal languages, oversharing information with colleagues. So these are the five major things that's definitely going to be a very big issue for you guys. So let's start exploring it one by one. So yes, the first thing when it comes to stammering while talking in English is there to the managers especially is that practice and preparation. Like these are the solutions I'm going to be listing out. That is the first thing is practice and preparation. So this is the trick. So first of all, just get very cozy and comfortable with the content. Whatever you're going to talk about, just get comfortable with it. So get cozy with the topic about what you're going to chat up. Seriously, the more comfy you get, like the more you're able to open up to your manager. Okay, so the less chance stammering will crash the party because once you're familiar with the topic, you're not going to stammer a lot. Okay, so if you, it's like knowing your stuff and your secret weapon against your speech hiccups. Okay, so that is about practicing preparation. The next thing is slow down. No one is going to catch a train. Okay, so just slow down when it comes to interview or representation. So now, please don't judge me because I have this time constraint, so that I may be running a little fast. But yeah, slow down, chill, and take it easy when you're talking. Don't zoom through your sentences like a rocket. So talking at a comfy pace is, it would help to get rid of stammering. Slow down and slow and steady would definitely win the fluency race. So make sure you're just keeping it very slow and steady. Don't make it very slow, but stick with your comfortable pace. Okay, so that is about slow down. The next thing is pauses are okay. Just believe pauses are okay. No worries if you hit a bump, just hit pause. And seriously, it's way better to chill for a second and then collect in whatever that you were able to, I mean, you were about to talk, and then you can just continue. Pausing is like a speech keeper, superhero to move because, um, like sometimes like you'll feel very overwhelmed by the emotion and everything. If you just take a second, think of what's happening around, think of what you're going to convey, and then if you're just going with it, of course, like it's definitely going to be worthwhile. And the next thing is use simple language. So don't make it complicated. In interviews, you're not going to be proving yourself, proving your English skills. You're not going, of course, you can use some formal vocabularies, but over usage of vocabularies, that's definitely not going to help. So make sure just keeping it simple. And when it comes to presentation, to be precise, when it comes to presentation, not everyone will understand everything that you're saying, right? So make sure just keeping your language very simple, so that everyone can get your point and everyone can, what do you say, like indulge into your conversation, and it would be very interactive if everyone would enjoy the conversation, right? So that is about simple language. And this is the last technique I want to teach is record yourself. So this is a very important technique because like you won't believe it, I've been it and I've done that. So back in the day, I was this girl, like just like Ayushi, guys. I guess most of the girls or most of the people have been through that phase, that is the introvert phase. So yeah, back in the day, I was this girl with a major stage fright. And guess what? I had these English literature seminars lined up. I didn't know. Like I thought I just studied English in at school, and I thought English should be something like that. But only one after got into the college, it was completely different, and I had a lot of seminars coming. So here's my secret sauce. I record myself with the notes I had prepared the night before. Then I would listen in, and then I'll re-record it. Okay, I'll record, re-record, just view, just note my mistakes, and then I'll just make sure like I'm perfecting it. Until I perfect the speech, I'll just record and re-record. Okay, so this is a technique I followed. So the next day, like while I'm presenting the seminar, I feel more confident, and because like I'm very familiar with the content already, right? So I know the content, I know how to pronounce each and every word. So I know where should I stop, where should I not stop, and everything. So like this technique really works. Like some people also suggest this mirror technique, but I don't think like I've tried it. But while you're recording yourself, you can just hear back yourself, and you can recognize your own mistakes, right? So just make sure you can also give that a try. So that is about it. And the next thing is yeah, failing to effectively express one thoughts. Like this is another a very big issue, to be honest. So realize everyone makes mistakes. So no sweat at all. We all goof up sometimes. Please don't think low about yourself for just making these mistakes. I'm sure you still make mistakes while communicating in your mother tongue, right? So no one is like my mother tongue is Tamil. I do make mistakes sometimes. Like I pronounce a lot of words wrong, and like, people always correct me. So it doesn't mean like everyone is perfect and everyone, just they might be fluent, but like everyone makes mistakes. Okay, so you have to believe that. And the next thing is focus on communication. Not perfection, but communication. Focus on no need to stress over little things. Okay, so it's not all about. It's all about getting your message across, not putting on a Shakespeare show or something. Okay, so just keep it real. And the next thing is start small. Start easy, okay? Begin with chats that feel like your favorite food, maybe, on a cozy winter night, just having a hot noodle, something like that. It has to feel like that, okay? So just start small. It doesn't mean like you have to, prepare a speech and deliver it the next day. You can just keep it simple and short. And the next thing is laugh it out. Before anyone laughs, just laugh at your own mistakes, and you can learn a lot from that. Okay, so just laugh at your own mistakes, and you can laugh a bit and say, "Oh, sorry, did I say that? Okay, I'm sorry. I just now I overheard myself." So that's something that you can do. And then last thing is you can learn from your mistakes. Think of mistakes or just a stepping stone. Okay, yep, they might trip you, and they're also the path of learning and growing. But embrace those bumps. Okay, just embrace those little bumps. They are just going to help you a lot, and that is about it. So the next one is usage of oops, sorry. Yeah, usage of slang words and informal language. So, guys, like just tell me sometimes, like I tend to use bro or dude in a formal conversation. Do you have problems as such? Like, have you guys did anything like that? What are the informal words you use in a formal conversation? Come on, this is an interesting topic to talk. So, yes, tell me, guys, like what are the informal words or some acronym? You'll also yeah. Of course. I've heard a few times people, I've heard Divya saying yaar a lot. Yeah. So yes, using. Oh, wow. Okay, cool. Bye. Okay, great, great, great. So these are some informal, but of course, like it adds some flavors to the conversation and everything. But like you have to be aware of it. Just keeping the bye and mama, that's fine. Going beyond that, that's definitely gonna, put you in trouble. So make sure you're just sticking with that. changing up on your slang game is gonna be really tough because being we are not native speakers, right? Like we have different mother tongues. So of course, like we'll be using a lot of informal languages, but when you are just switching to English immediately, things might not go well. So just make sure you're just sticking to the formal languages. Make sure you're keeping it simple, and oh, don't forget to add those forget to think before you speak. That is something really important. It's like your secret weapon. I know I've been repeating the word secret again because I just love the word secret weapon, secret sauce, and everything. Weapon again. These informal slips, movies. You can watch movies, podcasts, and news. That can help you enhance your speaking skills. Okay, so that is about it. And the next thing is oversharing information with colleagues. So this is not, I'm not talking about gossiping here. So oversharing information is like when you're not able to understand, or when you're not able to understand what your colleague is talking, or when you're not able to convey your thoughts properly, you seem to overshare everything, right? So talking with colleagues in English when it's not your best language can be tricky, but you have got the trick up your sleeves, right? Like start by keeping an eye on what you're saying. Pause before you talk too much, and keep your sentences simple and work related. That can be a really good tip. If you're not sure, it's cool to ask for a second to think. So no one is going to judge you here. Just take a second, think of what you're gonna say, and yeah, that's about it. So these are something that I wanted to teach you guys today. I hope you learned something out of it. I'm sure because like while these are something that I've learned through my experience. Okay, I've learned through my students' problem, to be honest. So I just loved learning all these stuff. So I'm sure like you would have loved it as well. So yeah, the next thing I just wanted to talk about it is I'm also planning to conduct a lot of webinars like this as such. So make sure you're just turning on your notification icon, like on my Instagram and LinkedIn. I'm sure like I'll be sharing my ID soon. So also, if you think you need any help with improving your language skills, or you're struggling with with speaking in English at your workplace, or if you think you lack confidence while talking to your boss, I think you might find my course useful. Um, yeah, if you can see here, it's yeah, it costs 1,999 for 30 days of regular classes and 45 days of continuous assessment and personal advice. So I hope a lot of Tamil people are here. So to make it very easy and simple for you guys, வேற ஒண்ணும் இல்ல, நீங்க சரியா தான் பேசுறீங்களா, இம்ப்ரூவ்மெண்ட் காட்டுறீங்களான்னு வீக்லி ஒன்ஸ் கால்ல 5 to 10 minutes interact பண்ணிட்டு personal improvement advice கொடுப்பேன். That is about it. For all my brothers and sisters here who don't speak Tamil, please let me know if you would like to repeat the same in English, or you can also feel free to DM me. And you can reach out to me like with small doubts whenever required, even if it's while typing an email, asking for an extended professional, extended professional I'm sorry, what emails or something like that. Okay, like if you're having a proposal, business proposal tomorrow, you can definitely reach me out. I can help you out. So another thing is that if you're preparing for an interview, and if you're taking this course, I can arrange a mock interview session with the project manager. I have a lot of friends who are good project managers. I can arrange a mock interview for you. So it's definitely gonna help you. So that is about it. This is about my course, and this is what I offer. So guys, I just want a little favor from you now. So I just want you to fill out a Google form for me. So I'll be pasting the link here. So just make sure just filling out for me. Like if you guys are interested to join in this course, you can definitely go for it, and you can give a little review about what I did, because like let me be brutally honest, this is my first ever boot camp I've been conducting. So this is the, I guess, like this is like a stepping stone for me. So it would be much better, and I would like to improve a lot just by hearing your words. So yes, I just see that Naveed is Telugu. Okay. Naveed, I have no idea about Telugu. Please teach me a few words. Maybe you can just text me on Instagram. So I just love to learn Telugu, Malayalam, and all. So yes, just if you guys, if any Malayalis are there, just text me on Instagram so that we can get into a cool conversation. So that is about it. So this is a course which costs for 2,000 rupees to be make it precise. Okay, so yes, that is about it. So I'll just paste the Google link, like I pasted it already. Just make sure you're filling out for me so that I can improve a lot, because like it's all about learning, right? Like we can, like from day one, from the day you're born until your doomsday, you have to learn. You have to learn. So some people might think like I know a lot, but like that's not like that. So you have to learn. Everything is all about learning. It's all about learning. It might be about choosing your favorite restaurant. Everything is about learning. So just keep learning. Before that, please fill in this Google form, so it would be of much help to me. So that is what I just wanted to talk about today. Yeah. So the next thing I wanted to talk about Divya. Divya is a cool person I just came across and I discovered, and she knows a lot. She knows a lot, and she has a kind of maturity in whatever she says. So I just love the way she speaks. To be honest, like she has all this smiling face and everything. So she's so sweet, guys. Like I'm sure like you're just going to discover the sweet side of Divya very soon. So she'll be teaching you guys, exploring a lot of vocabularies for you guys. So yes, that is what I wanted to talk about. And yeah, like so now let's hear it from Divya. So yeah, thank you so much for guys for giving me the opportunity and listening to me patiently. Thank you so much. So yeah, that is it. And if you have any doubts or anything of that sort, so make sure you're texting me. Okay, like I forgot to share my Instagram. Just give me a minute. Okay, so if you can see here, like this is my Instagram ID and LinkedIn ID. You can just make a note of it, take a picture of it, or take a screenshot, whatever it is. You can ask me any doubts. Like I would be really glad to help. And yeah, if you want to take off my course, also you can just text me here. Or of course, like your Google form is definitely going to be helpful for me. So yeah, okay. So that is it. Thank you so much, guys. So over to Divya now.